And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Fournette fighting through. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down.
And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
That's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Brady again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For the point after.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Levante David in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The score, Buccaneers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Mike, 45.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They run for it with Carson. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 27, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Hey, 0-0.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Over the middle to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Carson to first down and more. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, short pass to the tight end, Hollister. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Jacob Hollister. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This is Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
19-yard line.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They run it again with Hyde. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of a yard. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Buccaneers.
From the gun, Brady. Evans has it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Evans.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Reed on the tackle.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Wilson rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Hyde. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.